Okay, so what was we doing? We just done the Brazilian forest, done the camp. So I think
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
our standard party, which means
Of
not
all
Liliana
the-
Morgan. Soldiers Pass, Van Warren, Soldiers Peak. So after we've done the Mage Tower Brazilian Forest, we've got Red Cliff or the Dwarves. I think our character would look at it as Alistair's probably ended up nagging our character into going there, and after the deal with the Brazilian Forest and the traumatic Mage Tower, the character's probably gone, okay, yes, we're going to go to Redcliffe and deal with these human problems because we have a human crazy person in Denerim trying to kill us. And she probably think it's relatively safe since Alistair seems to be encouraging us to go there.
Sire, I have more news. Oh, yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Honora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he not?
Never! Marek and I drove those bastards out! We'll not roll out the welcome for them now.
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Honora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Never any.
A little bit more of a lore dump there, or story beat over what happened in Denerim. And it becomes quite clear through them little scenes that Logain has a real hatred for the Allegiance, and that's probably what most of his betrayal is actually all about. Oh, we are getting a little bit more slam than I thought. It looked like just a couple of little people. And Darkspawn and Stability are going to be a problem. Let's do a Tempest. Alice is taking a real beating. Alistair needs some better armor. Oh, we've got a Darkspawn leader up there. Oh, not watching Morrigan die. And Alistair's looking to be in more trouble than I thought. What else is up there? That is a lot more darkspawn than I was anticipating.
Oh, right.
There's still another one down there.
Aw, you want to die?
Let us end this.
Oh, right.
Still more.
Trap. So simple to see.
Go on, Alistair. There we go, right into the trap. Thought that was going to happen. I should have stopped him. Forgot for a second there that I can
Now. And I'm off.
control other characters. That's
Going.
where my train of thought was going.
Huh. Oh, right. Going.
It might not be unreasonable just to stop back at camp to
Huh.
heal Morrigan up. I can't transition to camp from here. What's she got? She has got a penalty to dexterity.
I fell.
Are you alright?
For a moment there, I thought I thought it was all over.
You need rest, that's all.
I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time.
Okay, so there's a good reason to go back to camp.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
I think you said he raised you.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
So you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does it, that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Does Logain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Did she know the truth about you?
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually he just stopped coming.
And you think the owl will help
So,
us?
yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Aren't you?
See? I knew you could do it. It's easy, isn't it?
Okay, so as Alistair said, we are near, so we will just quickly nip back to camp. Talk to Wynne.
I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier.
You mean when you collapsed in battle? No. Doing... yes, you had me quite worried.
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. Remember my apprentice, Petra? She encountered a demon in the tower. It would have killed her had I not intervened. I saved her life that day, but I did not survive that encounter with the demon.
But you're standing right here.
Let me explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
You were never really completely dead then.
The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
How long will the spirit last?
I do not know. I can feel when the spirit weakens, so I should have fair warning. But come, let us not talk about this. There is time yet. What's on your mind?
Why did the spirit choose to help you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
What about demons?
I could sense the demons, too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Creepy.
Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
You're very lucky.
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
Not in your fight with Petra's demon.
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
Fighting
I will
Darkspawn.
not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare her for the task that is yet before her. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger-wagging.
I'll hold you to that promise.
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
Okay. And Alistair, maybe we should talk to you because you did just drop
What do you
big
need?
information.
Ask away.
That could maybe wait.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see what's going on at Redcliffe.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
What are you talking? I've heard I'm sick if that's what you
He
mean.
could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arlemon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Very dramatic, Alistair.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Logain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Logain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Logain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Logain without Arl Eamon.
Want my help? You don't know me.
I know Alistair, and I trust those he chooses to travel with. What do you say?
First, I have questions.
By all means.
What happens after tonight?
Once the village is safe, we will try to enter the castle to find the source of this trouble.
Isn't there a way into the castle to get at the source?
The castle is closed to us, its doors barred. We could storm it certainly, but what would that accomplish? Our numbers are too few. We cannot throw men at the castle walls when they are needed to protect the village.
Why don't you evacuate?
I tried. Our one attempt at an organized evacuation resulted in an immediate attack. Yesterday I found out these creatures attack those fleeing on their own, even during daytime. Whatever lies in the castle wants this village dead.
Fair enough.
Then you will help us?
I'm not sure what happens if I refuse.
Then I would have to kindly ask you not to get in our way.
Okay, very well, I will help. So, I think we're starting to realize that no matter what we do, we're going to end up in bad situations and we have to rise up and be the hero.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
Isn't the timing of this awfully convenient?
Are you suggesting what's happened here is related to Cailan's death and the Civil War, even Eamon's illness?
Do you know why Arl Eamon is ill?
No, I do not. I arrived recently myself, having heard the news. I know as much as you do now.
Isn't Arl Eamon an heir to the throne?
Our sister was Cailan's mother. I suppose we've royal blood, but it's a shaky claim to the throne, though still better than Logain's. And it does mean Eamon could intervene in Logain's bid for the throne, but let's not leap to conclusions. I would not like to think that anyone would wish this on my brother. He is a good man, and much loved by the people of Redcliffe. And I can't imagine how terrible it must be for our lesser Isolde, and especially Connor. I would not want him to lose his father at such a young age.
You have some of Arl Eamon's knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Search for the urn.
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Wait, that was cowardly.
I'm not here for glory. I would prefer being outside, but Perth has a point. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
So what happens after the battle is
Hopefully
over?
we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
I should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
No matter what
Let us
we do, we end up
Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight.
in
Blessed art thou
battle.
who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess
should have
daughter
left when we had the
sacrificed
chance.
to the holy vision.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Good day. Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
I want to go home.
We have something for you, Jetta.
Father.
I
You're a
think.
Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Kokari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jetta?
I am. You've heard of me?
I have something here from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
I already told you.
And there
Father's
you go.
outside defending the village from the bad men.
I'm so scared,
We need to
Father.
stay here and
What are we going to do?
Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Who are you?
My name's Caitlin, my lady. Pardon my manners, but you're an elf, aren't you? I mean, that is what you are, right?
You've never seen an elf before?
No, I just heard you were a Grey Warden, and I never thought... I'm sorry. Are you going to help us? Everyone says we're going to die tonight.
It seems I don't have a choice.
I can't even sleep. I close my eyes, and I see my mother being carried off. What have we done that the Maker allows this to continue?
So you're worried about your mother?
I'm not worried about her. She's dead. I wish it wasn't so, but it is. It's my brother Bevan. He ran off, maybe tried to leave the village. I'm so scared those things got him.
Have you tried looking for your
I
brother?
went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
Grief can make us do many things that don't make any sense, I'm afraid.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
We're going to start embracing our hero side.
You know, we don't have the men we need. And their numbers just keep growing each night.
Well, sure. Still no sign of them coming back from the...
Okay, Murdoch.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
And why would you think that?
For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Bantegan's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
You can call me Nimit.
Fair enough. What can I do for you?
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does he refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Nobody else can do these repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
And what else have you got from
Have you
Murdoch?
spoken to Owen? Is he not the most stubborn fool you've ever met?
I haven't spoken to him yet.
What are you waiting for? You need something from me?
Is there anything? How's morale?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I hope Owen has a change of heart. If we can get some good weapons, we might actually live to see tomorrow.
I have some questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Where can I get supplies?
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there.
There's nowhere to actually buy or sell things.
Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though. Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
Yes, okay, I will go to...
Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
This Owen blacksmith, I need to speak with you.
Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
I prefer not to speak through a door. Can I come in?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
I'm Grey Warden
A
helping.
Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
What do you know about what's going
You
on?
mean, why are these creatures attacking the village? Obviously something wicked corrupts the castle. My daughter used to tell me the Arlessa was up to something, hiding things from her husband. I told Velena she was imagining things, but maybe the Arlessa was involved in something. Blood magic, maybe.
What else did your daughter say?
She thought the Arlessa was having an affair with some tutor she hired for the boy, Connor. I never listened much to her talk about it, though I wish now I had. It doesn't matter anyway. She's lost to me, and I can't do anything about her warnings now.
You think the Alessa made Arleman sick?
I'd never make such accusations, but maybe, if she was using foul magic, then maybe she just did at that.
Do you know about the Alessa?
Only that she's an Orlesian girl from beyond the Western Mountains. Far too young for our Arl. That's what I say. And too proud and headstrong from the sounds of it.
Have you told anyone about this?
Of course not. And who would I tell? And what good would it do now, eh? I just wish I'd paid more heed to my girl.
I want to talk to you about something else.
Like what?
Why have you locked yourself in the
My
smithy?
girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Or you could work to help
I'm
save
an old
her.
man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us?
Yes, I am.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of
Starting
good
to.
to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your
If
help.
you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
What if she's
It
dead?
would be better than going to my grave wondering.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise.
We will do our best. Please believe us, friend.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Do you happen to sell anything?
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
Nice to see you have some
I've you to thank for that, stranger. Just do what you've promised, and it will have been worthwhile.
Let's talk
Right.
business.
I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
If you've got a backpack, that would be great. You can take this. And you can take the bolts. And that. And that. And that. No interesting plans though, okay. Oh, no backpack.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle.
We're not only ready, we're gonna win.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
Is there anything else
We
I
could
can
use
do?
some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but
Tell me about
he's a
Dwin.
trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake, locked himself up in his home with some of his... We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but there's not much time before sundown. The men's spirits are high for now. Since you convinced Owen to start... Overall, I'd say the militia's very... Is there anything else?
Sorry, I started skipping through that on autopilot. I still need to speak to Seppa.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Okay, let's go have a little look around this area of the village.
There's one thing I do not understand, Alistair.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when King Cailan perished, did it not?
Maybe. I guess I was sort of hoping that would go away.
The truth does not go away.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
Start knocking on these doors. Lockpick.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
I didn't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You're recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
The chances are better out there than in here.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can't I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
What about a little more personal reward? Let's try a personal reward.
It's tempting. But a night with you isn't worth risking my neck for Murdoch and those idiots. That's for sure.
Maybe that is what that meant. Not sure my character would have really offered that. I'll put good word in Bantegan.
What good would that do me? The Jarl's probably dead. I couldn't care less what Tegan thinks of me. What else you got?
How about gold?
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
I won't even stick my head out my door for less than 100 silvers.
How about 50?
Do I look like an elf? I'm not that cheap. It's 100, or it's no deal.
Fine, I'll
You're
pay.
getting off easy there. But like you say, I guess this town needs a hero. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
All good. Now let's see if we can make that gold back off looting his house. No, we can't. Okay. Make it up.
Yes. And I'm off.
So there's some lamp oil. We got turned around a second there, this way. Lake Calm had no swimming. I swim if I want.
And I'm off.
Interesting design choice there. Fish looking like they're eating part of the building. Sure, there's another house around here somewhere.
Going.
That's the trader. So this is the last house. Whoever is inside the dresser, come out now.
This isn't your home.
Young man, come out this instant.
Yes, ma'am. All right, I came out. You won't hurt me, will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
Your sister is looking for you, you know.
I just didn't want to be at the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave.
How is hiding in a dresser being
I wasn't
brave?
always in here. I hid when I heard you coming. I was... Well, I shouldn't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I can help you.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Where is the sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
But I could use the sword to help the village.
But I can't give it to you. It was Father's. Caitlin would be so mad if I did.
Perhaps I could help you and your sister in return.
You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be alright. Even if Mother is dead.
I'll talk to your sister about it, I promise.
Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
Right, let's go see how good this sword is. The green blade. Damage versus beasts.
Oh, right.
I think Oathkeeper is probably slightly better for Alistair, even though there's more damage on that sword. Healing effects received is very important for Alistair.
Huh.
Okay. Head up towards Sapir. But I think now we've explored the bottom of that village, now is a good time to save it and end here for the day. Okay, thank you and goodbye.